2026 is going to be the year where I finally make some progress on being a full-time artist, and this is how I'm gonna do it. If you're new here, my name is Madison, and basically, as long as I could remember, I wanted to be an artist, but I never really quite knew how you would do it. I had tried different avenues throughout my life, and teachers were always really supportive of the idea for the most part. And I just never really could figure out how one would do it without doing these specific ways like art school or the dream of working in a certain studio, because I didn't really want that. I didn't want to be like a Disney animator. I didn't want to like make the next Despicable Me or anything like that. I just wanted to make art. And when you just have something sort of on the vague side, there's not really a way of going about it in a specific way. And so I realized I had to carve out my own way, my own plan. And plans change a lot. I think online it says make the plan, execute the plan, have the plan go off the rails, throw away the plan. A lot of plans fell through the years, and now realizing that I am 27 years old and realizing that still the world's not going to make way for me. And so I sat here and I have a concrete plan on truly how I am going to hopefully make some actual progress in terms of being a full-time artist and seeing actual income from my work this year. Step one of this little plan is basically I need to make more originals. I have really been slumping in the amount of original art I have really been making over the past few years. A lot of times I make stuff just for videos. I make things that don't really work out in terms of designs, because I do like the idea of design work, art licensing, and I think if I truly knew that was a thing when I was younger, that would have been the path I'd go down. Really wish I did, but no one ever told me it was an option. So step one, make more originals. I do have kind of like a new way I want to go about things with those. I have a lot of new inspirations in life and a lot of ways I can do things. So whether it be digital, whether it be traditional, basically just I need to make more art. And with those originals, it will be taking two different paths. I will be trying my best to actually market and sell my originals when I can, whether it be using eBay, because I do have ACEOs on eBay, as on my Ko-Fi storefront where I have a little bit more control and hopefully also grow my Ko-Fi base as well. But this other part is print on demand. Now, print on demand is something that is always versatile. People always say you'll never really pick the right platform or it's not really useful. This is just mainly basically finding a second way to use my originals, because once you sell an original, it only can go to one place. It can only go to one person. And to me, I don't want to say that's stupid, but if you have a piece of artwork, and artists always say when it comes to social media, split the work into 10 pieces of content, I should split that into multiple income revenues. And in terms of where, I'm actually going to be splitting things up into two different POD shops, because I'm actually going to be running an experiment, because there's a lot of platforms out there. There's a lot of options. I'm already on two POD places. I am going to be posting my originals on RedBubble and Threadless. Now, years ago, I was adamantly against RedBubble, and to be honest, I was on the bad side of Threadless as well. However, this is more of an actual experiment for me in terms of which one is actually going to be the better one in the long term. And that is primarily because I don't want to have to pay to be on a POD thing. I don't want to have to pay like a subscription or something like that. These are two free options that are pretty easily accessible. A lot of people are on them just for kind of passive ways of doing things. I'll be trying to just see how easy they are, seeing if there's a way to crack the code, seeing if maybe something sells better on one platform versus the other, and just seeing how it goes. So the next step of this is going to be the digital design market. I have always loved how customizable phones can be over the years, and once I realized that how launchers work and all of that, oh my god, the rabbit hole I've been down for many years. So in the digital design market, there are a lot of things that you can do, but I want to keep it simple, and I love to try and make my own icon packs, because I realized how not quite easy it is, but how entry level it is with the gear I already have, as well as like wallpapers and maybe some other things. I've also always found that a lot of icon packs are, I don't want to say outdated, but they never fully have everything I use. Like a lot of icon packs I see nowadays, they still don't have things like threads, or you're always gonna have a jury rig for like one specific thing. I hate that. So I'm gonna take it into my own hands and try it out. As for where these are going to be, I think they're primarily going to be on my Ko-Fi page because I can do digital products there. And some things are going to be free, some things are going to be paid. I think I'm just going to do blanket like 99 cents or pay what you want. Honestly, for those, just so I can at least give it a shot, see if there's an audience for it. And if you guys have any like requests on maybe apps I need to include or colors or themes you want to see. And so the last little gear in this is one of my goals for 2026. It's making a new commission sheet, and I would like to eventually do commission work. I just don't know what type of commission work I'd like to do. Honestly, maybe I could do the idea of commissioning an icon pack and like certain color requests, or one of my favorite things to do with watercolors is geode-based works. Maybe those can be an option, or acrylic pours. I don't know how I'm going to do commissions yet, but I would like to eventually have that new sheet as a way of income as well. But overall, at least there's something on paper now on how I am going to do this. I am very excited for 2026. This is the year where I make progress. So if you want to follow along, see how I make originals, because I do think I'm going to do original filming on here. I know I haven't been making art for a bit on this channel, but I'm getting back into it. The next one's going to be quite interesting. You too are on your journey of being a full-time artist like me, or just a journey throughout the cosmos and arts and beyond. Follow along and we can actually go on this journey together. All my socials and the shops are already open and there for you to view and check out. Hopefully I actually have some designs ready to go by the time I have this ready. And without further ado, I will see you all soon. Bye!